Hey there, it's SharRon Jamison from the Jamison Group, and I hope everybody's having a great, Tuesday afternoon. I had a great conversation, and one of the things about being a life coach, I have a chance to spend time with thought leaders and corporate executives, and they really had some interesting questions that came up as to when is it okay to really see people the door, the exit door of your life. And I really thought about that because I know that many times we all are challenged to understand when to allow people into our lives and when to exclude people in our lives. Hey Trevor, thanks so much for joining me. I want to give you 3 C's very quickly before I run to another meeting as to when it's okay to really cut off relationships. And the 1 C is when a person thinks that they make requests that make you really question your character. And when I think about our character, those are our values, our principles, our moral compass, our ethos. And anytime a person asks you to do anything that makes you question or challenge your character, they're really not your friend. I always tell people, if having fun with you makes me fail at being me, I can never be your friend. I'm going to say that again. If a person expects you to do things so that you can have fun with them, but it makes you fail at being you, they can never be your friend. So something to think about. When people expect you to abandon your character, to accommodate their needs, their desires, their wants, they're not your friend. So always remember that. If a person expects you to abandon who you are to be their friend, they're not their friend. So character. The second thing is that if people expect you to abandon your code to be your friend, I think you need to exclude them from your life. And I'm talking about laws and obligations and oaths and duties. You'd be surprised so many times people expect the weirdest things from you. I know as a minister, people see me praying with people on Sunday morning, and I used to have this friend that after church she would come to me and say, "SharRon, what's going on with them? What's going on in their life?" And I used to look at her. I said, "Are you crazy? Do you think that I would deny or jeopardize my ethical code to tell you what's going on?" I told her I'm not going to, accommodate your nosiness. And her even asking me that question really said more about her than about me. So always be careful that if people think that you have to compromise your code to be their companion, they're not your friend. So again, character, second is code. And the third thing I want you to really consider, that if a person expects you to abandon your calling to be your friend, I think all of us have callings. We all have divine assignments. I think we all have seeds of greatness and potential and possibility. We all have talent. And our seeds have to be in the right soil or the right environment for us to bloom in order for us to flourish. And you'd be surprised that some people think that you should compromise your calling to be in their lives. They don't understand that even though God gives you seed, that you have to cultivate it. God creates it, but you cultivate it. And they don't understand that many times for you to be all that God has ordained you to be takes supplication and struggle and sacrifice. And if you have people in your lives who really think that you will compromise your calling, your destiny, your dreams, your goals to accommodate them, they're really not your friend. I always tell my friends in my life that never make me choose, because I will never choose you. Because a calling is something that has been placed in me. It's a divine assignment. It's something I've been commissioned to do from God. So always think about that. What are 3 things that I want you to consider? That when people come in your life, you need to see people the door. 1, a person should never ask you to compromise your character. Again, if having fun with them means that you have to fail at being you, they're not your friend. Secondly, a person should never ask you to compromise an ethical, moral, or principle code to do with your profession. And if a person expects you to compromise your code, they can never be your companion. And the third thing is calling. People should always understand that your calling is not up for grabs. It's not up for community approval. It's not. They don't get a voice and they don't get a vote. So I hope those three things make you consider things to evaluate when people come into your lives. The truth is, people will push boundaries. People would expect you to compromise. People expect you to compensate and make room for their dysfunction and their pathology. People expect you to flirt with their foolishness. People expect all types of things. But I want to challenge you, as I challenge myself, not as an authority, but as your co-laborer on this journey called life, to never abandon who you are, never compromise who you are, to fit in somebody's straitjacket of status quo. Never allow yourself to compromise, to go along with the crowd. Follow your own truth, never tradition. Follow your own conscience and never the crowd. If your being who you are is not respected enough for you to be celebrated for your very essence, those people need to be extracted and exited from your life. So I hope that helps. Sounds a little mean, but not really. It's just really a way to honor and celebrate yourself, because people in your life need to understand that you have a job to do and you have a God to glorify. So I'm back to work. I just wanted to share that with you. I hope that resonates with you. And please, if people don't know how to show up and allow you to celebrate and walk in your genius, walk in your greatness, if they can't honor who you are intellectually, spiritually, financially, emotionally, they don't need to have access to you. Remember, when people get you, they get a gift, they get a prize, they get something very valuable. And if they don't know how to handle something that is so valuable like your presence, they don't need to have access to you. Sometimes it's best for your absence to do the talking, because many times your absence talk louder than your words can ever do. So I hope that helps. Blessings to you always. And I'm back to work, and I hope this blesses you. See you later. And dare to soar higher and higher and higher. God bless you.